What's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you the secrets to paint matching your truck here today. For some reason, a lot of people, from what I've seen, they're kind of scared to paint. They think, they think only the professionals can paint. So most people, from what I've seen, just take their trucks to get everything paint matched. And this kind of goes with anything in life almost. You can, especially for painting, if you follow these certain steps, you use this right grip sandpaper, you use this primer, you use that clear. You follow the right steps, anybody can do it and it's going to look good. There's no reason anybody can't paint. It's not expensive. You can do it yourself for cheap. And I'm going to be giving you guys the insights today on painting this bumper because it is flaking. When I bought the truck, the bumper came like that, so I've just been meaning to repaint this bumper. And I'm going to show you guys the step-by-step process on how to paint this bumper. This is plastic. And if you follow this, it's going to look good. This is, anybody can do this. It's not hard. You just got to be patient, especially with plastic parts. But there's no reason y'all should be paying $500, $1,000, $2,000 for some shop to paint your truck for you, or match your truck for you, and waiting months on end because they got other crap to do and they're not going to prioritize your truck. So you're going to be able to do it cheap, and you're going to be able to do it quick. I just pulled the truck in. I'm going to start out with 320 grit on my DA sander. But yeah, guys, this is literally just this is a Bauer DA sander here, just corded sander. It's like, what, 30 bucks at Harbor Freight. So it's not expensive to do this. It really does not take a lot of money. Just takes patience. So let's get into it. So I just finished up sanding it with the 320 grit on the DA. You can see I knocked this stuff down pretty good. It's all nice and smooth. We're gonna sand it out more with some 600 grit. I'm going to use some soap and water with the 600 grit, do a wet sand 600 grit, and then after that I'm going to go at it with, I believe I have the 800. I think I'm going to hit it with 800 after that. So I just finished up hitting it with the 600 grit. And once again, I'm going to hit it with 800 and the soap and water. So 800 wet sand. So this is what it's looking like with the after the 600 grit pass. I mean, it is buttery smooth. I'm getting a hard on just touching it. So I hadn't even hit it with the 800 yet. So if y'all are not getting a good old stiffy when you're done sanding, it means you got to sand some more. It's a good rule of thumb. So I just finished hitting it with the 800 wet sand. Now I'm getting ready to mask up everything with some masking tape and plastic. And I'm going to get started laying down the plastic adhesion promoter. There we go. I've got it all masked off, and I'm about to lay down the first coat of plastic adhesion promoter. Here's the brand I'm using. It's Duplicolor Plastic Adhesion Promoter. You can get this at any O'Reilly's, AutoZone, whatever, just your part stores. So I just sprayed my coat of plastic adhesion. Now I'm about to follow up with some primer, just normal gray primer here. After I spray this, I'm going to sand that primer down, wet sand the primer down with 800, get it nice and smooth. And then we'll go towards the base coat. Okay, I just let that primer dry. Now I wet sanded it with 800 grit. About to pour up my paint now, my base coat. I actually had to find a local I had to find a local body shop that does kind of specializes in custom paint. This place is actually called like Candy Paint or Candy Exclusives or something. But I had them scan my truck with the device to pick up the paint code, because this is not a factory jam color. I was told this is a custom one of one color. I don't know if it's one of one, but I know it is custom. It's not an original color. Definitely not an original color for this year truck. Most of y'all could just go to the parts store and get the Duplicolor base coat in a can. You know, a lot of popular colors, they will have your paint code at O'Reilly's or AutoZone already ready to go. And you know, as long as you're prepping everything right and using a good clear coat, there's no reason you couldn't just use the spray can for your base coat. If you can find your color at the local store, then that's what I would do. I'd get that just spray can base coat. That'll be perfect. You know, the base coat, really the clear coat is what's going to bring that base coat out and make it look good. And the sanding, of course, too. So as long as you sanded it good and you got a good clear coat, you know, the base coat can be out of a rattle can. It doesn't really matter. So that's just my tip. You can do what you want, but I would have done a spray can base coat if they had my color. So the final layer of clear coat has finished drying. I think I ended up doing 3 layers of clear coat. So I wet sanded with like 1200 grit, wet sanded 1200 grit, and then finished my clear coat up. And because there's just 1 or 2 spots that I was a little bit too close, but it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. But yeah, guys, if you know, I mean, it really wasn't that hard. It's not the best paint job in the world, no, but it's gonna do what I need it to do, and it matches, and I think it looks pretty good. So that's all that matters. Is that, you know, it doesn't take any professional to do any kind of paint work. You know, as long as you can follow a few steps, you know, anybody can do this. It's not hard. The tools are cheap, you know, but thank y'all for watching. I've got a great video coming for y'all next week, and stay tuned.